Few decisions are as important as where you go for healthcare. In Ventura County, when the question is, where would you go? The answer is always Ventura County Medical Center.
I heard the metal scraping, which was, I found out that we had flipped upside down, and I can hear us sliding on the street.
First thing I remember is waking up inside of the car, and everything was kind of foggy and blurry.
I remember hearing my son screaming he couldn't feel his legs.
I started kind of freaking out because my leg was pinned between the door and the seat. And I remember my dad telling me to calm down.
I called for my oldest son, Joshua, and he wasn't answering. I called for my daughter, Anais. She wasn't answering. It's your worst nightmare because you're thinking, are they dead?
I wanted to know if my kids were okay. I thought the worst.
I can hear the sirens coming. And I told my wife that help was coming, and I told her that she needed to stay awake because we weren't going out like that. That's not the way we were gonna die.
I had reached up and opened the door and pulled myself out. There was an officer there, and I asked him, "Is this a dream?" He said, "No."
The last thing I remember is arriving at the hospital or some hospital with, I can hear the air blowing when the doors open. And that was pretty much it. They had to remove the spleen. I had a diaphragm tear, which I had found out that being upside down in the car, my stomach and my intestines were in my chest, because that's how long the diaphragm tear was. I broke my pelvis in 2 places.
My oldest son did suffer a severe concussion. My second son had a broken leg. He had a tongue laceration and also a concussion as well. I had multiple rib fractures, hip and pelvic fractures, and a concussion as well.
That was pretty tough because she was so young. We always wanted a girl. You know, we had 2 older boys, and we tried hard to have our daughter, and we have her. Yeah, when people see the picture of the car on my shirt, they really can't believe that 5 people walked away from this car accident. They're totally in shock. You know, and I tell them they took us to the county, and the trauma team saved us.
At VCMC, ATLS is followed to the T. ATLS is Advanced Trauma Life Support. This was developed back in the late 70s. It has to do with the golden hour of surgery, or the first hour of surgery, because that's the most important hour. You want to be able to provide quick and expeditious care to your patient within that hour.
It is a great hospital. Like, they had basically brought my dad back from the dead and made sure we were all safe and healthy. It helped us out so much throughout the whole process.
To me, it means, like, you know, it was like a miracle, because any one of us could have been killed in an accident.
If you want to survive your injuries, you need to go to VCMC.
I want people to know that our story, you know, it's very tragic, but it has a happy ending. And I know that VCMC has a big part in that. You know, I've seen Dr. Duncan a couple of times, and I thank him every time I see him. I give him a handshake. I always ask how he's doing, because his well-being means a lot to a lot of other people who don't know it yet. Because if he's doing good, then he can be there at the hospital to help people.
At VCMC, you would receive the best quality of care in the county and in the nation, because we have physicians from all over the nation who have trained at highly specialized institutions.
You know, if people ask me where would I go if a trauma happened, I would definitely say VCMC, Ventura County Medical Center. You know, I don't know whose decision it was to take us there, but I owe them a lot. That decision truly saved our lives. I really do believe that.